Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we'll be doing the final gym of Pokemon Black 2 and yeah, after that we'll be reaching our final level cap, which is of level 54. But anyways, okay, so I can do either the final gym first, or I could have done the what do you call it? Yeah, I could have gotten 3 encounters over here, by the way. But I'm not gonna lie, I think the very first thing we should probably be doing here is do the gym first. So yeah, I would say let's get on with that. But before we do that, okay, do I still have the miracle seed or have I given it to somebody? Okay, I think I have given it to somebody, so I guess it's whatever. But anyways, I think we should keep Roselia in front, and I think this is the Pokemon I gave the miracle seed to, right? Okay, yeah, perfect. Alright then, so actually, you know what, now that I think about it, maybe I should give Jellicent the XP share, because I was originally wanted to give it to Rivani, but I don't think Jellicent would be used that much. Okay, we don't want to use it, we want to give it. Anyways, okay, so yeah, let's just do that and then we'll be going to gym. But before we do that, yeah, let's see if I collected a shiny stone. I think I did before I went inside the charred stone cave. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is something that we needed to do. You know, Gol, I probably should have, reached this farm when we first got this Pokemon. But hey, we never even made it past Clay, so... Although I guess I could have gotten the shiny stone even before then. Okay, well, that's my bad. Not that I think this would have changed anything, but anyways. Now we get the amazing Roserade, which... not only was a Pokemon that I used originally during my Elite 4 run of my very first Nuzlocke, which was of this game only, but I also used this Pokemon in competitive Pokemon as well. So I played Pokemon Showdown a little bit, and I played in the Gen 8 BDSPOU format, which basically stands for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But yeah. And there, I'm not gonna lie, I was surprised that Roserade was not considered a standard play Pokemon. Don't get me wrong, I understand the point that without Hidden Power Fire, Roserade is completely helpless against, any Pokemon, any fire type Pokemon. Or, sorry, not even fire type, but like any steel type Pokemon. But I'm not gonna lie, man, Sleep Powder, Spikes, Toxic Spikes, and the fact that Roserade has insane special attack and decent speed, yeah, definitely makes it, pretty good Pokemon, if I can be honest. But yeah, anyways, by the way, what do you guys think about the water gym being last? I'm not gonna lie, I know whenever people, people have discussions about, what is the best type in Pokemon. Actually, you know what, hold that thought for a while. This Pokemon actually can be a threat, because this is a pretty fast Pokemon, Floatzel. Yeah, I don't think it's worth risking Roserade over here, because... yeah, Floatzel might be too fast, and unfortunately, just like Roselia, Roserade has no physical defense, so... yeah, probably should switch to something bulky. So now that I think about it, I think Floatzel even learns fighting type moves, though hopefully this one only has physical fighting type moves, because yeah, that would be otherwise a problem if it used special moves. Though I have switched my EVs on Ferrothorn for, I have switched my Ferrothorn's EVs from physical defense to special defense for this gym, because we kind of need that right now. But anyways, for anybody wondering by the way, how can you change your EVs? Is that even possible? Yes, it's possible. Once you access Nimbasa City and you beat Elisa and Heartbreaker Charles, you can pretty much, modify the EVs of all of your Pokemon without even, Okay, I don't think I can do anything to Mantine, unfortunately, because this is a flying type Pokemon and it's a pretty bulky Pokemon at that as well. So, probably should do this first. But anyways, okay. Now let's see if I can actually hurt this thing a little bit. Unfortunately, it's not weak to grass because of its flying type, so this may take a while. But anyways. Okay, it's just going for speed boosting options. Never mind. And also, Ferrothorn's Power Whip is doing a lot of damage. Always good to see, if you ask me. But anyways. Alright, and yeah. So yeah, anyway, as I was saying before, yes, you can modify all of the EVs of your Pokemon once you beat Elisa and Heartbreaker Charles, because... the feathers that you can acquire from the oh my god, I forgot this stupid bridge's name again. Yeah, the bridge that connects Driftvale to Route 5. yeah, that one you can just collect feathers on, which give 1 stat on your EVs. And unlike the what do you call it, proteins and calcium items that only have a cap of 100 EVs, those items do not have any cap. So you can literally take your EVs all the way to 252. As for modifying, or because you need to lower your EVs in order to distribute them around, because your Pokemon can only have up to 510 EVs. Yeah, luckily for you, just at the entrance of Route 5, there is an NPC that sells you EV reducing berries. So yeah, with that you can literally modify all of your Pokemon's EVs, and yeah, you can do that without even gaining a level. So yeah, that's why I just do that for these fights at this point, because yeah, not gonna lie, it's kind of necessary at this point, if I can be honest. But anyways, yeah, skipping all the stupid optional trainers here, because not gonna lie, being under leveled compared to my opponents is definitely going to be an issue for a long time at this point. Anyway, what was I supposed to do in this? I'm not gonna lie, I always forget what I'm actually supposed to do in this particular area, because yeah, one of these puzzles is kind of tricky to get. But anyway, let's see if this is what we need to do. I'm not gonna lie, this particular one over here, yeah, this one I always get confused on as to what I'm supposed to do. So I think what we're supposed to do is somehow bring one of these things in the middle over there. Actually, wait a second, hold on. Actually, I think I get what I'm supposed to do. Let's see if that's how it works. I'm not sure. Usually every gym at least forces you to fight like 2 trainers in there, but not gonna lie, I'm not too sure on that one. But anyways, I think this is a mandatory trainer. If it's not, well, I just messed up, but I mean, to be honest, it's not that big of an issue. But anyways, I think we have to do this. So yeah, we need this green floating leaf to stop right in front of that platform where the gym leader is. So yeah, for that, I think we need to redirect some of these freaking things around. But anyways, okay, Golduck. Okay, so I'm not too sure whether I should take this risk, because you know what, let's just take the risk. Alright, yeah, Flower Nut is faster. The risk here is that even though Golduck doesn't have any secondary typing, it can learn the moves and headbutt, which would, I'm pretty sure, kill my Roserade over here. Which, is never fun, but anyway, okay, Starmie. You know what? I really should not be risking this. Let's just go into Ferrothorn. I didn't realize just how risky it is to actually use Flower Nut for this gym. Okay, never freaking mind. I'm pretty sure this trainer didn't even had any customized moveset for its Starmie. They just literally learned the level of moveset that Starmie gets. Which, by the way, basically means nothing, because yeah, Starmie is a freaking Stone Evolution. And a fun fact about Stone Evolution Pokemon, yeah, once they evolve, they don't learn any moves. So this is why Starmie, which naturally has a very good moveset, yeah, by level up it learns nothing. You need to use like move tutors and other stuff in order to actually teach Starmie all the good moves that it learns. But anyways, alrighty then. Okay, so was I supposed to do this? I'm not even sure, if I can be honest. That's a rotating trainer, so that's good, I suppose. But anyways, okay, I think I was supposed to fight this trainer, right? Because now, yeah, okay, we were supposed to fight it. Alright, so yeah, here we go. That's the final gym leader over there. And his level cap is level 47 for me. So yeah, without further ado, let's just level up all my Pokemon to the appropriate level. Can I use Swords Dance on you? I guess at this point, return doesn't really mean anything for me, right? So I guess I could just remove return. Plus, I can always teach it back if I ever need it. So, not like I'm losing too much over here. Okay, so yeah, let's just push everybody to level 47. And yeah, then fight the final gym leader. I'm not gonna lie, I remember underestimating this final gym leader. And then this dude killed one of my Pokemon when I first did this challenge like 3 years ago. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of forgetting the calcs that I did for this gym, because yeah, now I've started to calc everything, if I can be honest, which is kind of necessary, honestly, because yeah, now damage output from these guys is getting too high for me to just say YOLO. But anyways, okay, so his first Pokemon, as I remember, is a Wailord. I think in this game, like when you play on challenge mode, he adds either a Wailord to his team as an extra Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember this dude's exact team, but he either adds a Wailord, Oh wait, I also forgot to get the black sledge for Among Us. I'm just playing sloppy today. So to be honest, Among Us is really only here for a, what do you call it, contingency plan. I don't really, plan to use it as a main Pokemon over. Oh, okay, oh my god, that's what I wanted to do. Who has the leftovers on this fight? That's what I wanted to know. Because that I want on Ferrothorn. Although it probably doesn't really matter if I can be honest at the end of the day, but still. Okay, never mind. I think I've given it to Jellicent or something like that, right? No, Jellicent has XP share. Okay, not gonna lie, probably should have made better preparations for this gym, but you know what? I'm probably just overthinking. I overthink the, what do you call it, these flying gym as well, and I think this is kind of like the flying gym where unless you're playing completely brain dead, you should be fine. Okay, so let me just think about this. I think for the lead Pokemon, because it's a Wailord that knows Earthquake, that's its main gimmick, so we can't use Magnezone against it. I think maybe I should just use Leavenny over here with, what do you call it, a Grass Gem, which should be able to get the one-hit KO, I'm not too sure. But I don't think Wailord's Ice Beam should KO me, hopefully, unless it's a crit. So to be honest, I don't think Leavenny has too much use after this point in the game. Because yeah, it's supposed to be an early game bug type Pokemon, though not gonna lie. Definitely has a lot more power for an early game bug, because in Gen 5, yeah, developers just kind of went berserk on, what kind of Pokemon we were putting in these games. But anyways, okay, yeah, let's just go and fight Marlon over here. Sup? Here already, huh? You look strong. Shoots. Let's start. Alright. Not a very big conversation. Okay, well that's fine. But anyways, yeah, as I was talking about before, I know a lot of people like to say that, when it comes to the best types of Pokemon, it's always either Dragon, and then post Gen 6, it's Fairy and Steel. I'm not gonna lie, as a kid, I always saw the water and the ground typing as really powerful types. So yeah, to me, it never really felt odd that a water type gym was actually the final gym, because I personally think water is a super underrated type. It's like extremely good if you really think about it. But anyways, luckily the Grass Gem was enough to KO this freaking Wailord over here. And now they're going into Mantine, which I'm pretty sure the reason for this Pokemon is because it has the freaking move Air Slash. So yeah, let's just switch to our buddy Magnezone over here. I'm pretty sure Mantine is the Pokemon he adds to his team in challenge mode. I think normally he only has a Wailord, a Caracosta, and his Jellicent. So anyways, okay, I hope I'm faster here. Okay, I'm faster. The problem is Mantine is really bulky. It's like the opposite of Skarmory, where Skarmory has very high physical defense. Mantine has a super high special defense. But luckily, it did not survive. I'm pretty sure that must have been a roll to KO, because yeah, I do remember Mantine being pretty bulky. But anyways, I think I should go to Spiky Nut here. The AI will decide based on what I send in now. So, okay, they send in Caracosta, which is what I wanted. Anyway, should I use Thunder Wave here first, or should I Power Whip? I think I should probably click Thunder Wave first. Yeah, because of this, because of Shell Smash. Because yeah, he's boosting his physical attack by quite a lot. And unfortunately, because my Ferrothorn is not running, physical defense, yeah, this Caracosta can get out of control if I don't do this right now. So yeah, let's first do this. So he always tries to go for Shell Smash first. Then I think we need to click Iron Head over here. And the reason for this is because this Caracosta has this ability Sturdy, so... Okay, well, Eldrip Bozo moment right there for Marlon, unfortunately. Hey man, not gonna lie, I will not complain about that luck. That is amazing. But anyway, and yeah, with that, Caracosta goes down as well, and now should be his final Pokemon. The final gym leader Pokemon in this game is Jellicent. Not gonna lie, pretty good Pokemon if you ask me, but yeah, this Pokemon unfortunately fell hard after Gen 5. Because yeah, in Gen 5 it was overused and was a pretty good Pokemon. But after that, yeah, this thing I think fell straight to RU, which is like below OU's, the tier below OU. Yeah, RU is below even that, so that is crazy. But anyways, okay, yeah, so first let's paralyze this thing, because yeah, this thing is pretty bulky, so I don't think this will die to one hit. Unless I score a critical hit, my god, Spiky Nut for the win, dude. Yeah, you know what, Jellicent might be a great Pokemon, but you know what, who also is a great Gen 5 Pokemon? Yeah, that's Ferrothorn. And with that, these nuts have placed all 8 of the gym badges in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2 in their pockets. Alright, but that is fantastic. You don't just look strong, you're strong for reals. I was swept away too. Yeah, swept away by the piss of these nuts. Oh yeah, yo. I was so surprised that I forgot. I gotta give this to you. Yeah, we better not forget to take this because we need this to, enter the victory road. But anyways, and with that, yeah, that's the final gym badge of this game. So yeah, officially this Nuzlocke has now completed every single gym badge in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. That's the Wave Badge, the Unova region's new gym badge. Pretty sweet, right? Now you got all 8 badges, so you can be tight with any Pokemon. Oh yeah, got a TM for you too. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, this move is broken. Scald is like one of the most broken moves ever introduced in Pokemon in my opinion. But yeah, I can talk about Scald a little bit later, but anyways. Yeah, dude just lost and now he's in the freaking pool of shame, huh? Alright, well, I mean, he can have his fun, I suppose. We are done over here, so yeah. With that, now we have all 8 gym badges, and so now we are on the final level cap. Because I'm not going to do a level cap for the evil team leaders of this game, which are coming up next, by the way. But anyways, first we have a talk over here with our dude over here. You got all the badges. You're really something. Usually you'd go to the Pokemon League now, but dealing with Team Plasma comes first. Yeah, of course it does, and now this guy's over here. Sup, yo. What's this Team Plasma you're talking about? Team Plasma does things like steal my sister's, people's Pokemon. Okay, at least he's now starting to realize that calling his sister's Purloin every single time is cringe, but anyways. They plan on conquering Unova by using Pokemon to freeze it solid. They're really evil. Haven't you heard of them, Marlon? Nope. When the ocean's your home, you don't worry about things like that. Buddy, really? I'm pretty sure if tomorrow the temperature of the world suddenly drops to the Ice Age levels, the oceans would be the first thing that would freeze. But anyways, cause the ocean accepts all rivers. Okay, yeah, this buddy is definitely smoking some high level crack if I can be honest. So, do you think Team Plasma is bad then? You know what, honestly they're not that bad, global warming is kind of a problem, so freezing the world, reducing the global warming, and that can't be actually that bad of a thing. Shoots, not bad. You think that, but still fight. But first, you got to say that in your own words. When you do, you'll understand better what you want to do and what you're hoping for. Well then. Man, I don't know if that guy is laid back or just irresponsible. That kinda got me down, but our opponent is Team Plasma. We have to focus. But before that, we have to find where they are. Okay, we'll split up. You check Route 22. Got it? Alright, yeah, I got it, I suppose. Oh well. But yeah, anyways, and with that, yeah, we have completed all of the gyms in this game. And yeah, also now we have to deal with Team Plasma over here, which honestly, you know what, I should probably be doing some planning over here, because yeah, now we'll be dealing with the final riffraff that Team Plasma has for us. But anyways, I will switch out my team and then I will see you guys in Route 22. Alright, here we are in Route 22. By the way, oh my god, I almost forgot about that guy over there. Oh well, at least it's good that he didn't see us. But anyways, okay, so we can get one of the Pokemons that well, okay, I personally don't really care too much about this Pokemon if I can be honest. But hey, I would gladly take it. Okay, you know what, maybe I should get my encounter here first rather than, try to actually, what do you call it, go into the dark grass, because I remember that the dark grass has, higher level Pokemon. Honestly, the only Pokemon that I would love to get is in the next area, which is the Giant Chasm. But we can get that only later down the line. Okay, never mind. This is not the Pokemon that I want.
2,000 years later.
Okay, my god, finally. Yeah, this is the Pokemon I was looking for. But yeah, it was really being a pain in the ass to get, which is a bit crazy considering this is supposed to be the most common Pokemon in this region. Or like, in this particular route. But anyways. Okay, do I have a quick ball? No, I have the timer ball, which is the inverse of that. But anyways, okay, I'll just throw a dust ball here because I really don't want to lose this Pokemon. So yeah, let's just get this Pokemon and yeah, be on our way. Hopefully it gets caught. Okay, never freaking mind, dude. What is it? U-turn. That doesn't lead to it running away, right? Okay, yeah, good. That doesn't lead it to run away. I can't attack this thing with Chandelure because Chandelure is like one of the strongest fire types in the entire game. So Yeah, I'm pretty sure even a Hex would just kill this mean foo over here. Oh, that's a critical capture, by the way. Okay, perfect. You know, hopefully, you know, it would have really been nice if that happened on my freaking Dusk Ball, but you know what? I will take this too. But anyway, that's probably one of the best fighting types in the entire game, but yeah, for now, I think I'll just keep Heracross on the team. But for this one, I guess I will call it just Kung Fu Nut, I suppose, if that, you know, what do you call it, name fits. Let's see if it fits. I'm not sure if, you know, Kung Fu, what do you call it? Kung Fu Nut is supposed to be, or like, you know, the Mean Shao, for example, is supposed to be related to Kung Fu. I'm not sure on that one. Maybe it's a different fighting style. And by the way, yes, its actual pronunciation is Mean Shao, not Mian Shao or Mian Fu as people like to call it. And that's because I'm pretty sure the mean word in their name, yeah, it's related to the fighting style that they're based on. So yeah, their actual pronunciation is Mean Fu and Mean Shao. But anyways, let's just level up Shannon Lore over here. I only kept it under leveled for that particular, you know, part of the game only. But anyways, okay, so yeah, now let's go ahead and progress through. I'm pretty sure we can just run around this trainer over here, right? Yeah. The one radiating such a tremendous presence before you is none other than Terrakion, aka the one strongest Gen 5 OU Pokemon. It's been a long time. Terrakion is one of the 3 Pokemon who protected Pokemon from the flames of a human conflict. It seems likely that Terrakion has picked up the scent of danger that emanates from Team Plasma. It's probably seeking a Pokemon trainer who has the strength to stand up to them. It's very interesting indeed that Terrakion appeared before you. That aside, do you plan to confront Team Plasma? Honestly, I don't really want to, but yeah, I gotta do that before I can become a champion, I suppose. I see. If that's the case, you must have the power to protect your own Pokemon. Being protected by Pokemon alone doesn't make you a trainer. It's because trainers are strong because they care about their Pokemon, that these Pokemon can also be strong. Here, this is from me. And yeah, by the way, we need this in order to actually, you know, go through the freaking, we already have seen this machine. Now that I think about it, in the Seaside Cave on Route 21, I saw something that reminded me of when we met on Route 4. Yeah, he pretty much said that. That I was about to say that, yeah, we have already seen the Coldest machine, and yeah, before we head to Route 21, which is where we need to go next, yeah, we need to come over here and actually get this item. So yeah, anyways, so now we can progress towards Route 21. Technically, there's an encounter in Homala City as well that I can get, but the only one I can get is a freaking Corsola. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that Pokemon is completely useless, so nobody cares about it. But anyway, okay, so this is Route 21 over here. I hope my repels are still active, right? Because there's a Pokemon I want from this place too. Let me just make sure of that real quick. Okay, yeah, repel is still inactive. You know, repel is still active. I could technically get the Seaside encounter, or like, you know, Seaside Cave encounter in this episode as well. But there is one encounter that I would really like to get, which I can get at this point in the game. But it's just that it's kind of annoying to get. Okay, oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, there are like 2 paths to go from Seaside Cave. You know, to go to Seaside Cave, as I remember. Or well, 2 paths that are in the way of going to Seaside Cave, but only one of them is actually right. So, which one is the right one? Now that's a good question, because I do not know. I always get confused on this part of the game, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, so water type trainer side, so Ferrothorn is probably the correct choice, not freaking Chandelure, which is a fire type. Oh, I guess I could also use Magnezone for this too. I'm not sure which one I should use though. Okay, I don't think we can avoid this trainer, which is a bit unfortunate, but oh well. Alright. I think I could have probably came to this place before the gym, right? The only thing that happens is that Route 21, the area where we need to go. Oh wait, this is Octillery. Okay, well that is definitely a bit of a risk to keep this Pokemon in. You know what, I'm switching to freaking Stoutland on this one. Why am I scared of Octillery? Because Octillery, correct to his name, learned some pretty insane moves for some reason. Anyway, Ring Out, yeah, that does a lot of damage. Anyway, unfortunately, I have not given Stoutland freaking Silk Scarf. I've given it XP share because I wanted it to absorb all the XP from my Pokemon. But luckily, our dog is still pretty strong. But anyway, I still have room to improve. Thanks for teaching me a lesson. Yeah, you have room to improve. You know, teach Octillery, Fire Blast, Zap Cannon, Bullet Seed, My god, I don't even know all the freaking crazy moves that Octillery learns, which is, by the way, why I switched Ferrothorn out. Because, yeah, the last thing I want is this guy actually using something like Flamethrower or Fire Blast on my freaking Ferrothorn, which would be, you know, a death sentence for it, because Octillery is a glass cannon. Or a, you know, glass artillery, as its name is. But anyways, okay, what is this exactly? A big pearl. Okay, that's just, you know, expensive item for the shop. No, I'm not gonna lie, at this point, the only thing I need money for is Pokeballs and, what do you call it? Oh wait, this is the wrong side. Never freaking mind, I made the mistake. Yeah, see, this is what I was saying, that there are two paths that take you to Seaside Cave, and this was the wrong one. But anyways, okay, I think this one we can skip. Alright, perfect. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I would still like to, you know, encounter as, you know, less Pokemon trainers in this area as possible. But anyways, okay, so yeah, here we are in Seaside Cave. This is a pretty underleveled area because we were supposed to come here, what do you call it, a little bit later, or like, you know, a little bit earlier. Anyway, I'm pretty sure we can skip this fighting trainer, right? So please turn around. Okay, perfect. Yeah, fighting type trainers, avoid them like the plague, because, yeah, the last thing you want is some stupid sock on these nuts to kill one of your Pokemon. Also, I'm supposed to go over there, so I guess I wasn't even supposed to come to this side. Never freaking mind, dude. So I guess I'm forced to fight this stupid ranger over here, which is again not something I want to do, but anyways, I hold no grudge whether I win or lose. I think that's what she said, right? Well, that was a terrible joke. Oh my god. You know what? I'm just sticking to these nuts joke. I'm leaving the other ones to, you know, what do you call it, Arcade Cosmo, who really likes the apparently that's what she said jokes over these nuts joke. But I'm not gonna lie, yeah, as I said to him, I think that that's what she said joke is lame. I know Office is a great, okay, oh my god, dude. You know, Office is a great, what do you call it, yeah, Office is a great series. Unlike the accuracy of Power Whip, that is. Not gonna lie, I definitely got lucky during the gym fight that, that thing actually started to land on things, but anyway. Okay, Vibrava started up a sandstorm. Bro, if I bring in an Excadrill right now, that's a free life orb on Excadrill, because my Excadrill has Sand Force. But yeah, anyways, forgot to mention this, but yeah, my Heracross has also learned Mega Horn at this point, which I think it learned it at level 47, which is something to note for Arcane, because, yeah, Arcane, I think, wanted to give Heracross a Bug-type move, but unfortunately, the only one it learns is Mega Horn, so, yeah. Okay, my god, Gligar, huh? Well, that's possibly the hardest counter to Heracross you could ever think of. So, yeah, we're definitely switching in over here. Also, wait a second. Is that the strategy this ranger is going for? Okay, that is lame, dude. So, the strategy here, I'm pretty sure is... Okay, Sky Uppercut. That's a Fire type move, by the way. Why would you use a Fire type move on a Bug type trainer? Okay, this particular... Yeah, that's the exact problem I was talking about. This ranger is using the freaking Sand Whale strats. Which, if you don't know what that means, a Sand Whale is an ability that... Actually, now that I think about it, I don't think Gligar learns a single ground type move, right? Yeah, that's a bit weird about Gligar and Gliscor, which is why it's probably using Sky Uppercut, because this thing just learns no good moves. Okay, Sandstorm subsided, so hopefully this Heat Wave lands. Okay, thank God. Yeah, that's the problem with Chandelure. You either need to use Flame Burst, which, while yes, Chandelure is pretty strong, yeah, Heat Wave is Flame Burst is a really weak move. But your other option is Heat Wave, which, while is pretty strong, is also inaccurate. So, yeah, if it misses, then you're kind of screwed. But luckily, Gligar does not learn any ground type moves. I just remembered, because I remember using a, Gligar during Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke that I did 3 or 4 years ago at this point. So, yeah. That's pretty cool, but yeah, if you don't know what the strategy there was, Gligar gets an ability called Sand Whale, which essentially means that when the Sandstorm is active, I think Gligar gets at least one free, Oh my god. The path of Karate is the path of humanity and the path of Pokemon. And you know what the path of pain is in this game? You know, Horror Knight players? Yeah, it's encountering a freaking fighting type like Black Belt Drago, because... actually, you know what? Maybe that's not so bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, getting hit by freaking, high jump kick is bad, but hopefully he's not going for that over here. Actually, you know what am I saying? He's probably going to go for a fine type move here anyway, right? Hopefully Heracross can come in here and just, okay, oh my god, scary face, huh? Alright, well, I really hope Scrafty doesn't learn any flying type moves. It should still be faster, right? Because, yeah, Scrafty is really slow. And it's a dark type, so it's weak to close combat. So Heracross should just, yeah, but it kill this thing. Okay, never mind. This is not a problem, but yeah, avoid fighting type trainers in this game like the plague. Because yeah, if this guy had a Conkeldurr or something like that, we would be in massive trouble right now. Which again, you know, is a major problem for my team, considering both of the psychic types that I have captured have freaking minor special attacks nature while being, you know, special attackers. Though to be honest, physical attacking psychic types suck kinda, if I can be honest. I know, Gallade is a good Pokemon, but guess what? The thing that makes Gallade good is its fighting type, not its psychic type. So yeah, don't hate me on calling, you know, physical attacking psychic types bad. They just are. What can I say? But anyways, okay, let's just first collect this calcium over here. And then I think we can use the Chorus machine. Oh wait, actually this would become my freaking encounter. I'm playing pretty sloppy today, am I not? Okay, well I guess the Pokemon that I wanted from this place wasn't that good anyway, but still. I'm pretty sure this Crystal was you know, much worse Pokemon than whatever I was trying to catch originally over here. But oh well. Not much I can do about that at this point now, can I? But to be honest, Crystal is not a super terrible Pokemon, I would say. What is bad about Crystal is that it's trying to attack my freaking Ferrothorn, which means that it incurs, yeah, a lot of damage. Because I think, let's see, do I remember this correctly? As far as I remember, Rocky Helmet plus Iron Barbs from Ferrothorn does 33% damage each time you make a physical contact, right? Yeah, that's kind of a crazy combo over here on Ferrothorn, and I'm not gonna lie, this makes Ferrothorn a pretty horrible Pokemon to try and catch any Pokemon with. But hey, I mean, you know, technically Crystal is safely lowering his HP down, so that's pretty cool. Though I'm not gonna lie, I don't like to switch to any other Pokemon because as far as I know, Crystal learns Aerial Ace, which would be a one-hit KO on my Heracross. It's a rock type, so obviously using my, what do you call it? What do you call it? My god, I forget. Oh, okay, do not click run. I think Excadrill should be safe here. I'm not too sure. Let's just go to, what do you call it? Stoutland and see if we can get this Pokemon. It's on red, so hopefully it's now, you know, catchable. Okay, my god, it immediately went for X-Scissor afterwards, huh? Actually, it's not doing too much damage, so that's good. But anyways, okay, I think this is my final Pokemon I can get over here. There's one decent Pokemon I would say we can get from the Route 21, but it's only available from the freaking, what do you call it? Rippling spots in the water. So, yeah, I'll probably do that sometime later. But anyways. Okay, my god, why is Crystal of all things being such a pain in the ass to catch? Okay, you know what? This Pokemon is being too much of a problem, if I can be honest. I mean, if it only has X-Scissor or Heracross, technically this is that too. I don't want to switch to Excadrill because Excadrill is frail, and I don't want to switch to Magnezone because in case Crystal has any ground type moves, yeah, that would be a one-hit KO on my Magnezone. Okay, so it has shown Slash, Stealth Rock, and X-Scissor. Okay, so far Excadrill is not, you know, fearful of any of those moves, but hopefully this Pokemon just gets caught now, dude. You literally are in a status effect, and you are on red HP, so yeah, that was long overdue. But anyways, okay, so yeah, now that we have gotten this Pokemon, how many encounters have I even left with at this point? I know one is in Giant Chasm, one is on Route 23, and then the final one is on actually no, we can't even get the Victory Road one because the Victory Road Pokemon are higher level than my game level gap. Anyway, what am I calling this thing? I guess this is what I called it the last run as well, right? I don't even know. But anyways, okay, I will now, should I go and heal, by the way? I'm not even sure if I can be honest, but I mean, I guess I can heal myself over here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But anyway, the stupid Chorus machine breaks, and the reason why we wanted to come over here is because of that. The Team Plasma ship is resting in this particular place. And he's here too. You found them. I knew you could do it. But how do we get in? Hold up. A heavy gangplank fell with a solid thud. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea how Marlon even manages to do that. This should do it. I thought you weren't going to fight Team Plasma. Hey friends, Team Plasma's not bothering me. They could be up to no good for reals, and it's not my style to go around deciding Team Plasma's bad without thinking about it, just cause everyone says so. But you're having trouble, so I've got to help out. That's what I want to do. Thanks. Listen, Kay, believe in something. Searching for stolen Pokemon is fine. Keeping Unova from being iced over is fine too. It's all good, but think about why you're doing that. The strength of your beliefs is what gives you and your Pokemon power. I made some noise, so some people came out. Hey, be careful, okay? Okay, whatever, dude. By the way, I'm not gonna lie, I have zero idea how Marlon even managed to get on board of this Team Plasma ship. I guess he can technically climb up the hull of this ship because of just how many, places are there for him to put his foot on, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure what kind of incompetent Team Plasma is, given the fact that somebody just, climbed up your ship from underneath the water and you guys don't even know what his deal is. But anyways, not that I care about that. So yeah, I think Heracross should be able to deal with most trainers over here, as long as they're not poison types, that is. But anyways, okay, let's see. Take care of that guy. He's no problem for you, right? You must be friends with Smiley swimsuit, that guy who lowered the gangplank. Okay. Smiley swimsuit, huh? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I did not notice Marlon in that detail, if I can be honest, dude. Maybe if Gen 5 ever gets a remake, we can see if that's actually true or not, but it doesn't change our plans over here, which is to just close combat everything to death. Yeah, no surprise for guessing what my plan with Heracross was, if I can be honest. But anyways, okay, so that should be the dead Watchhog. Okay, my god, critical hit. That's what I call overkill right there, but anyways. Okay, and now we have Garbodor. Okay, this Pokemon we'll have to switch out on. Luckily, I'm pretty sure Excadrill should be a safe Pokemon to deal with these guys anyway, so... Yeah, I think the combination of Heracross, Excadrill, and Chandelure should be able to just handle whatever Team Plasma has in store for us. Well, Normogrants at the very least. For the bosses, we'll have to pull out some other strats, because one of the bosses, we've only heard his name. We haven't actually seen him in this game yet, so... Yeah, that's definitely something that's going to be a problem once we reach there, but... Anyways. Okay, so yeah, now these idiots just run off as if, that's gonna help. But anyway, now we are supposed to do a stupid puzzle, which I'm pretty sure this puzzle is actually different depending on, what do you call it? Okay, who are you? Just to let you know, you're about to feel my rage. I'm pretty sure that's a line he said before this part as well, right? I think he literally says that when he first enters the freaking ship over here. But anyways, by the way, I do not know if I ever asked you guys this, but which particular Team Plasma design do you prefer? Do you prefer the old night look that the original versions have, or the X-Team Plasma members have in this game? Or do you prefer this particular version, the versions with the pirate team? And do let me know that down in the comment section below, which one you prefer. Anyway, I think Excadrill should be fine over here. As for Samurott, I really hope he just takes care of the Seviper, because I think that's the biggest threat on this team. Well, provided what moves it learns, but anyways, okay, obviously it's gonna go for Acrobatics on my Heracross. And Poison Jab, okay, my god, both of them targeted my Heracross, huh? So which one should I take care of first? I think Seviper is too much of a threat to me, so I'm just gonna click Earthquake and do Friendly Fire to my rival. Hey man, it's fine, Samurott is pretty bulky, so it's not like it's gonna die. And hey man, if we knock Samurott into Torrent Trains, that would actually be good for it. Last Resort, okay, I'm not using that move. Last Resort is kind of a dumb move, if I can be honest. Although there is one funny thing that happened with Last Resort back in VGC, I think it was 2008 that happened. So what happened? So if you don't know what Last Resort is a move which is 140 base power, normal type physical move as I know. And what that move does is that that move will be only, like, your Pokemon can only use that move if the Pokemon that you're using it on has used all of its other available moves. So yeah, that's the entire gimmick of Last Resort. So, it's a strong move and all, don't get me wrong, but it's a normal type move, so it's not gonna, getting 1-hit KOs anytime soon. But back in VGC 2008, yeah, some genius trainer thought that, hey, you know what, this move is pretty strong, and there's this Pokemon called Porygon Z, which has an ability called Adaptability, which basically increases the stab bonus that your Pokemon gets. So for example, normally, Excadrill was using Earthquake over there, which is a 100 base power move, but when Excadrill uses it, it actually is a 150 base power move because Excadrill is a ground type. So, what the ability adaptability does is basically increases that boost. So instead of Earthquake being 150 base power, if Excadrill had the ability adaptability, Excadrill would instead do 200 damage with that Earthquake. So yeah, it's a pretty strong ability. The only thing dumb about Porygon Z is that it gets adaptability, but it's a special attacker. So it's not really a physical. Its physical attack is not super terrible, but it's definitely much more leaned towards the use of special attacks, because its special attack is really high. But yeah, so what this trainer or this person wanted to use in Reach 2008 was they used moveset with the Last Resort and Protect. Yeah, those were the only two moves on Porygon Z. They literally deleted all other moves so that Porygon Z could immediately start using Last Resort. And so yeah, they used this stupid strategy, and I think they even reached to the freaking finals of their tournament. Which I'm not gonna lie, that's absolutely crazy, because that strategy is so bad. And yet they managed to do that. But anyway, okay, I think what we need to do is fight some random trainers over here and yeah, beat the crap out of them to get information out of them, about what is the... I think in this game it's supposed to be... what do you call it? I forgot. I think it's different because in one of the games, I think you need to find a password and a key card to access that place. But in Black 2, I think you have to step on these, what do you call it? I don't even know what these things are. What happened? Warning, warning, intruders in the vessel. Everyone please respond. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the worst freaking sound alert ever, because, yeah, nobody ever responds. That's the funny thing about it, but anyways, okay. I don't think these front ones ever take you to any place, worthwhile, but I don't know, let's see. Does it ever? Okay, yeah. So yeah, in Black 2, we have to press these switches by, randomly, stepping in on these portals and then hopefully reaching the ones that actually have a freaking switch for us. Okay, I really don't want to use it. I really wanted to use Heracross here because of his fighting typing, but you're not gonna lie, I did not think about the fact that close combat not having very good, very good PP amount is going to be a problem, but anyways. Alright, so now I think we get to see what Pokemon they're using to, freeze everybody. You're an impressive trainer to have made it this far. Since you went to such trouble to come here, I'll show you something. This is the legendary Pokemon of Ice. Its name is Kyurem. And yeah, there it is, the box art legendary of Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. Well, I know it looks a little bit different on the box art, but don't worry, we'll see what exactly happens to Kyurem later. But yeah, that's the Pokemon they're using. The ice missiles we fired into Opalocid City were created with Kyurem's power and Team Plasma's technology. Well, you could become a threat to Team Plasma, so we will eliminate you here. Well, not until we have this Sisters Purloin looking guy over here, but anyways. Now we need to take care of Zinzolin again. This is a double fight, right? Even though we stand so separately, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a double fight. Let's see. Yeah, it's supposed to be a double fight. Alright then. Whatever, not that I really care about that, but anyways. Okay, oh my god, wait a second, I've led with freaking Chandelure as my Pokemon. Oh. Okay, well that's actually kind of bad because Liepard is fast. Oh well, I guess I'll just have to KO it over here then. Okay, well, I could have switched, but Liepard, as I said, only learns like Pursuit as its level up move. So, yeah, Liepard would be a huge threat otherwise. So, him, I think it's best. Oh wait, I actually forgot to take XP share of this thing. Also, seriously, my guy used Ice Beam on me? I mean, I guess both Samurott and Chandelure resisted, so like, can't really afford to do too much on that choice. But anyways, okay, I think Zinzolin would probably bring out his Weavile, right? Alright, never mind. He brought out his Cryogonal instead and Botchhog. Okay, I don't know if I should use Chandelure over here because, yeah, I just... Actually, you know what? Botchhog kind of learns Crunch, so I probably should not keep Chandelure here. But what can I switch into that won't just die immediately? I think that would be Magnezone, right? Hopefully Samurott clicks Revenge over here to just KO this freaking Botchhog and then we can deal with Zinzolin solo. Okay, my god. Yeah, not gonna lie, maybe I have to go back and teach Heracross Brick Break specifically for this light screen shenanigans, but unfortunately my rival is dumb and decided to target the wrong freaking Pokemon. Oh well, not much I can do about that, I suppose, but anyways. I mean, hey man, they are targeting my, rivals Pokemon, so I will definitely take that. But anyways, now comes in his freaking Weavile. I technically should just, use my Thunder Wave over here on Weavile, because I don't think this would kill, unfortunately. Weavile doesn't have too much bulk, but thanks to Light Screen, it would probably survive. And of course, now my rival decides to freaking target the Warthog. Which, oh my god, how frail is Warthog to have died to freaking Aqua Tail of all things. Also, another thing, my god, how is my rival landing all these freaking moves? But anyways, okay. I think I should just Volt Switch out here because, if Scolipede has Earthquake or some dumb move like that, I should probably just move away, though it's not using it right now. Probably because, Zinzolin's Pokemon is still present, and I think Pokemon AI does feel a little bit reserved using, it feels reserved using moves that targets its own teammates if they are present on the field, that is. Because, now Scolipede does not care. It would just move whatever move it feels like is the right one because it doesn't have to worry about its partner anymore. But anyways, okay, so can our rival one-shot this thing too? Okay, no, it can't. I'm not sure if Scolipede is more bulky on the physical side as Whirlipede, but I'm going to guess it still probably is. But anyways, yeah, so with that, we are dead with the first part of the Team Plasma nonsense in this game. And now we can make our way towards the giant chasm. But, alright, so now, I'm not going to lose to Team Plasma. By the way, what is this place? Okay, so now he's just, noticing everything around him. Though I guess, saving us comes definitely first, saving us first definitely comes first. But anyways, alright, we know that you took the DNA splicer specifically for Kyurem. Okay, oh my god, what is happening to this scene over here? Maybe I have been, playing this game for too long, if I can be honest. Because, that texture wriggling is not normal. But, okay, dude, sure. Alright, well, not much I can do about that one, I suppose. But hey, at least we can see this ship take off one last time. Because, it will be making its final stand in the giant chasm. Which, to be honest, you know what? If Kyurem has this much power, and they have it under control... Because, they have it under control and then they placed him in this vessel. Why did they even make this ship in the first place? It seems kind of a waste if you ask me, but I guess they needed a base for themselves anyway after, their previous base was overrun by the gym leaders and our protagonists from the previous game. But anyways, so now we have to go to the giant chasm. Also calling in somebody named D's Nuts to a giant chasm, huh? Probably would make a mom joke over here, but I think I spread too much cringe around in this video already at this point. So I think I'll just call off this episode right here. So if you guys like what you see, then be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And the comment section, do tell me your opinion about the Team Plasma plot that is coming up, and also your opinion on which is the hardest gym in the game. If I have to guess, I would probably just say Chiren. I would say Chiren was the hardest gym leader, the very first one in the game. But hey man, my opinion is just my opinion and I would like to hear yours. Also, great shout out to Arcade Cosmo. And other than that, I hope you all have a wonderful day and I hope to see you all in the next one.